Hey, Assalamu alaikum everybody. Thank you so much for watching this. This is Goodwill Caravan. It's a great organization that we already support. My name is Aatif Nawaz. I'm your mini MC for this mini bit of comedy. You probably see me on TV somewhere if you're in the UK. If you're not, don't worry about it. Nobody in the UK watches me either. It's just one of those things. But a lot of people do ask me how I ended up on TV, and I can tell you why. I went for an audition. I went for this audition, and the guy said to me, "Hey Aatif, you look quite funny, but can you improvise?" And I said, "Yes, of course I can improvise. I can survive in this mode. I can improvise." He said to me, "Right, I want you to improvise a breakup scene with this actress. Go right now." So I looked at the actress and I said to her, "You and me, we need to break up." And she said, "Why?" I said, "Because we can't get married." She said, "Why?" I said, "Well, my family, they won't accept you." She said, "Why? Who is your family?" And I said, "Well, my wife and 2 kids." And long story short, that's how I got the part. That's me, and I'm very excited to invite to do some comedy for you. One of my very good friends, the very, very talented Nabz Pat.
Thank you very much, Aatif. My goodness, we're living through a pandemic. For you guys, and only you guys, I just want to show off my pandemic fashion. So I've got bling on top. I got pajamas at the bottom. And it makes sense, right? Because we're all now working from home. My desk is my bed and my bed is my desk. I no longer sleepwalk, I sleep work. And I'm not gonna lie, this whole work life, home life balancing act is hard work. I believe that the pandemic, to get through it, you gotta embrace your bad habits. So it takes 10,000 hours to master your habits, right? And that's approximately about 416 days. So we're nearly there, people. We're nearly there with this pandemic. So if the likes of Shakespeare could write multiple plays and Sir Isaac Newton could discover gravity, all I can say is Nabz Pat, by the end of this pandemic, is going to be delivering a TED Talks on how to be a master at drinking caffeine and over-consuming on sugar. And all I can say is thanks to Goodwill Caravan for paying us in brownies.
Very good. Great stuff, Nabz Pat over there. It's difficult to know. It's difficult to know where you can go during a pandemic. For me, I took Lil Jon's advice, very sage advice it was. I went to the windows, I went to the walls, till the sweat dropped. It doesn't matter where the sweat dropped down. I don't mean to brag, but I think I had a pretty successful lockdown. Like, I finally got to level 8 of Super Mario Brothers. It's incredible.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, but I got there. And it feels pretty good. I don't mean to brag, but it feels pretty good. I'm just saying.
If we're bragging, I'll tell you this. I bought my first piano, and I been with me since the beginning of the pandemic, and I touched the key once accidentally. And then I get it.
Hey, you touched the keys. I
touched it. It made a sound, and I was like, "That's it. I'm a master at this. All right."
Let's move on to our next act. This man is very, 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 very funny. I got the chance to see him in Canada, and all he was missing was a shiny red jacket, and he has one of those as well now. So, the wonderful Mr. Ali Sultan.
Hey, hello. Thank you guys for giving. COVID has been weird, man. I live in Minnesota, and we opened up for a little bit, and then we realized it was a huge mistake. And when we opened up, I went to the first open mic that was open, and it was literally me and 2 other people, and they were also comedians, and we were spread apart. It looked like a weird Mexican standoff. We had a triangle. It was like I was on stage, and they were apart. It was the saddest thing I've ever seen. It's definitely affected my stand-up. Like I'm a lot less. I don't have money. I'm broke, is what I'm trying to say. I'm struggling. If you could actually send me some of those, I'll drop my Venmo after my set. If you can redirect some of that money, that'd be amazing. I'm so broke. I had to fly Spirit for the first time, and to give you an idea of how bad that flight is, it was $25, which won me over. I was like, that's unbelievable. How do you guys make money? Do you run on diesel or complaints? Because I hear a lot. I flew Spirit, and I realized I paid more for the Uber on the way to the flight than the flight itself. I was like, this is incredible. I'm a fan now. And I sat next to a man and he complained about the flight the whole time and it got annoying. And I was like, dude, be grateful. Be grateful. You paid $25. You don't even deserve a seat on a plane. Spirit should be like the bus. Spirit should be us like standing like this and then maybe 2 seats open for senior citizens. So have some gratitude. And now I'm like their biggest fan because I realized I've never heard of a Spirit airline crash. Never, because all their pilots are on probation. That's what I think. I don't think they used to work there. I think they have to complete 500 hours of safe flight before they can go back to Delta and drink again. That's my time. That's my time. Please give some cookies and don't forget to Venmo me.
Standing, Sultan there, I absolutely love it. Like, I don't know if you noticed, there was a collective gasp when he said there's never been a crash on an airline. That's because you're watching 4 Muslim comedians who want nothing to do with that whatsoever. So, with that being said, let's introduce our final act all the way from the United States of America. It's Mona Aburmishan.
All right. What's up, Goodwill Caravan? How are you? This message is going to the kids because I know how you guys are right now, what you're dealing with, the cold and whatnot. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? If I was a kid in the pandemic, what would be going on in my head? Number one, yes! I don't have to go to school. I don't have to sit next to Stinky Mike, who smells like glue and old salami. Ugh. I have to just stay home and work with my mom and my dad. That'd be cool. But wait, how come I have to do my homework with my mom and dad and they don't know how to do math anymore? It's really calling into question who's smarter than a 5th grader. I think it's the 5th grader. Because when we're inside, you watch the parents and they're like, pandemic, it's just... And then I'm thinking, if I was a kid, what does that mean, pandemic? Does that mean the air is dirty? All I know is that I get to stay at home, hang out with my family, and then we get to do cool, fun stuff like play with toys. I mean, watching my mom and my dad being able to play with toys finally, alhamdulillah, right? And then if we get at home, I mean, as a little kid, I would want for breakfast like daddy, and he's Palestinian too. So, baba, biddi brownie. Shoo manat brownie? What's a brownie? Biddi hayani cat. Brownie. If I was a kid, so I decided this. I'm gonna take pandemic as if I am a kid. Yani, I might be older, but I'm gonna act like I'm 12 years old. So when I go to the store and I act like a kid and I don't know, want to steal something, well, I don't know, I'm a 12-year-old. I don't steal, but I would definitely make myself brownies at home, which I've done, which Goodwill Caravan has done with their winter appeal. So keep supporting Goodwill Caravan. Keep supporting our young kids that are over there speaking all the language. Salam alaykum, kathir salam. Keep supporting live comedy, live entertainment, because our commitment to you is to make you smile no matter what you're going through. Much love.
I said I'm from Yemen, so like this feels very like home. You know what I mean?
See, like we should be recording
just
that.
catching up to Yemen. You know what I mean? Like we have somewhat of a dictator. We got a lockdown. It just feels very
Normal.
homey. I've been internally thriving, but you know, I'd like the economy to be a little.
Yeah, you know what? Just before lockdown, I got 1 or 2 people asking me to come down physically to a gig, and I was like, yeah, nah, I don't want to die. I mean, just trying to keep the place clean, for instance. That is like a mission and a half, right? And then
I started going shopping. Look what happened when I was trying to look for the thing. I was trying to look for something, and it's a destruction on the house.
I've seen that before. That looks like the cover of the New Yorker magazine.
Yeah.
It's just, everything's just very intense because under one roof, you've got your work and you've got your family life and you've got life's responsibilities.
Your gym, your meditative space.
Oh, yeah. I made a little corner for my yoga sessions.
Nice.
No. There is no Zen happening in my home.
So, guys, it's thank you so much for watching it. It's a very cold day here in the UK, but if you think it's cold here, it's even worse in Greece, and there are families sleeping in tents and on the streets. So please donate to Goodwill Caravan and their winter appeal to help us distribute winter packs of warm clothes and survival blankets and shelter to vulnerable families and children to keep them off the streets. Please do whatever you can. We really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much to all the comedians who participated, and please support Goodwill Caravan. Assalamu alaikum.